This has been an eventful filming setup, I can tell you that right now. My light broke, so I'm filming with a smaller light. It's raining. I don't really have a lot of natural light coming in, so we're gonna roll with it. I deeply apologize for the lighting in this video. Very, very, very poor, if I may say so myself. But I got all of my products that I purchased at Sephora, and I told you guys I wanted to film a video playing with them. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So I'm just going to clip my hair back. These are dry bar alligator clips. I really, really like alligator clips. I also bought some Sephora clips too. I haven't used yet. I'm just going to go ahead and apply my brows super quick, and then we're going to jump to the eyes. So for brows recently, I've just been using my Anastasia brow definer. I've been using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer, and then I go in and I set everything with my soft brown powder from Anastasia as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly do this. I ordered the Patrick Ta Major Brow, but it hasn't come in yet. It was sold out on Sephora for like pretty much like the whole weekend, and I really wanted it, so I just purchased it directly from Patrick Ta, which is nice. I always like supporting, you know, brands too, like directly. So I just ordered it from him, and I know it's probably going to take a while to get here, which is fine. I'm okay with that, but I'm excited to try it. It was like all sold out on Sephora, and I didn't want to keep placing, like the tinted one came back in stock, but then the clear one was out of stock, and the brush was out of stock, and then like when one thing came in stock, another thing went out of stock, and I was like, I don't got patience for this, so I just purchased it from his site. Swatches of the Biba palette. How freaking beautiful. I don't know why it took me forever to purchase this palette, because I am a Natasha Denona lover. Like, this palette is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So like I was actually really hesitant when she came out with this palette, because it's the same packaging as the Laguna. No. The Tropic palette. And that Tropic palette, I'm not the biggest fan of the formula. I think the formula is very different in that palette, so I think that's why I didn't purchase it. But I read the reviews on this, and I was either gonna purchase this guy or the Pat McGrath Mothership 2 palette, because I have yet to try any Pat McGrath products. But like just kind of like comparing the two, like this had 15 eyeshadows, the Pat McGrath had one, had 10. These pan sizes were larger, I'm pretty sure, than the Pat McGrath one, and I was just like, I'm gonna get my money's worth, you know, and this was $4 more, you know, so I went with this. So let's see, I wanted to do something. I already primed my lids and like set them, because my eyelids have just been super oily recently. So I want to go in with maybe, obviously, the first and second row. Maybe I'll dip into Seed a little bit. I also have the two Fenty Beauty eyeliners that I bought. This one is in Space Cookie, which I believe is a little bit of a glittery. So this is the packaging, really cute. That's what Space Cookie looks like. It's got some gold shimmer in it, and they're kind of creamy, so maybe I could like draw something, like draw like a wing. I kind of want tape. Maybe I should go get tape. And then I also got In Big Truffle, which is so cute, the name In Big Truffle, and that's pretty much just a matte brown. So they're pretty much identical, just this one is a little bit more shimmery. What I like to do when I use tape is I don't really go up here. I like when my lower lash line connects with the upper like outer corner area. So what I'm going to do is just maybe put it like right there, and I also like it to go like at the end of my brow. So we have that. So I think I'm actually going to take In Big Truffle. I don't really typically like wearing eyeliner, but when I do, I like using it this way, or I'll just use it in my waterline. So let's see. So I'm just going to take this, and we're going to Should I take this first or should I throw something in my crease? Maybe I'll throw something in my crease first. So I think I'm going to pick up the palette. I'm going to go in with a little bit of freckle and just throw that in my crease with my clean brushes. I'm going to dust it off and I'm going to bring it higher than my than my natural crease. Probably make this a cute little cut crease. This is a Smith 235 brush and I'm just going to concentrate a majority of the color in the center of the crease, but also blend them out. These are definitely a different formula than the Tropic palette. The Tropic palette came out like what, maybe a year or two ago. These shades are blending out really, really beautifully. I'm actually going to pick up a little bit of Tusk, which is this like bone colored shade right here. And we're just going to blend up from the crease to the brow bone, just so we have no harsh lines. I'm actually going to keep that same brush. I like the shape of this one better. And I'm going to bring freckle a little bit more in my inner corner. I really love bringing shadow right around here. I love it. I don't know why. Alright, so now I'm going to take the eyeliner. We're going to go ahead and drag it. If you don't want to use an eyeliner for this, you can go in with like a dark colored concealer. It will really help you, it will give you a really nice base. So now I'm going to go in with a small brush. I need something to like blend it out. I'll try this pencil brush for right now, this angled brush. Let's try and blend it out. That did a pretty good job. I'm going to go in with like a fluffier brush now, just so I could really like diffuse the outer edges. This brush had fucking glitter on it, so now my matte liner is now glitterized. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of cocoa and start to like set that liner. I'm going to pause there for a second and I'm actually going to pick up a little bit of cocoa and freckle mixed together just because I want a little bit more of like a medium tone brown. I'm going to throw this in my crease, a little bit lower in my crease, and I'm just going to concentrate this more in the center. I'm going to go in with my concealer. Just going to take some Born This Way concealer and cut the crease a little bit. I probably did this all backwards, but it's okay. We're going to make it work. I'm going to go back in with Tusk, and now I'm just going to set the whole entire lid. Actually, the Tusk is looking a little bit dark, so I'm just going to use my setting powder. Now we're going to go back in with that small brush and a little bit of cocoa and bring that liner back to life. You probably could have done like the whole cut the crease first and then go in with the liner, but I chose not to do that. I'm going to take a little bit of freckle now and continue to blend up the liner. I'm going to take a little pencil brush and a little bit of freckle and really like blend this. If you feel like you went a little bit too heavy-handed, just go back in with your flat brush and like whatever color you use to set the lid. Just go back in and define it a little bit more. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of cocoa, and I'm actually going to pick up a little bit of Seed, which is this like dark brown right here, and I'm going to just focus this on the outer part of the eye. I'm going to go back in with that pencil brush. I'm just going to blend it out. So the shimmers in this palette are absolutely beautiful, but I do want to go in with these guys. I bought these on the Sephora during the sale as well. They're by Touch and Soul, and they're the Sparkling Foil Pigments. I got two shades. This is Honey Brown and So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the lighter shade, which is this, which is just so beautiful. And I'm just going to take a touch of this and we're going to put it right on top of here. Just like that. Do you guys see that? I'm actually going to go ahead and take a little bit of the brown too. The shade Honey Brown. Let me see if I could just use my finger. We're just going to go ahead and tap it right here in the center. What I want is I want the cut crease. I want the cut crease part just to remain more matte. So you have more of a shimmer and then you just have like that blank negative cut. So just like that. So that completes the eye look. I kind of like it actually. It's like, it's different as opposed to like bringing the glitter all the way up. I wanted to keep it away. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this mascara. This is by Nars. It's their Nars Climax mascara. And I actually had a sample of this when I placed an order during Nars, on Nars, so I liked it. So I decided to just pick up a full-size one. And I'm just going to coat my lashes. Mascara is the #1 thing I hate spending money on. Like, I hate spending money on it. I like when I get mascara in like my BoxyCharms because it just means that like I don't have to buy a mascara. But I figured I would give this one a try because I really liked the sample size of it. So we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and do this eye off camera. I'll throw on some lashes and we'll go on to the base. Okay, so I got this thing from Sephora collection. It's the Sephora collection lash applicator. So I'm going to try to use it. I don't think I've ever used one of these. I was just sick of poking myself in the eye with my tweezer. So wait, that was so easy. Why didn't I buy one of these sooner? Someone wanna tell me what I was waiting for? Or that was like really easy to apply. So I have these beauty blenders. Obviously I've used a beauty blender before, so I'm gonna go ahead and wet one. This is the Rosy Posy limited edition. Comes with 3 different shades of purple, which I freaking love purple, and then you have a lavender cleanser right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash these. I'm gonna apply my concealer and my foundation. I don't know. I don't want this video to be like 9 million years long. Should I apply it on camera? Should I apply it off camera? I don't know. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Oh my god. The beauty blender is legit picking up all my foundation. What the hell? Like when I go like this, it starts to pick up all my foundation. Like, can you see that? Can I zoom even? Like, look. You see that? And look over here. Look. And it's not even like... What is going on here? I literally can't remember the last... Like, I literally don't remember the last time I used a beauty blender to blend out anything. Look at my nose. Look. Because I keep applying. Oh my gosh. I'm so upset right now. I wouldn't say it's the primer or the foundation because I've used this primer before and this foundation before. Like, my skin looks nice. I used a combination of the Nars, I don't even know what this is called, Tinted Glow Booster, and I mixed it in with my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Wear Longwear Foundation. And concealer, I used my my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer with a touch of the Born This Way concealer in Swan, just because the Laura Mercier concealer was a little bit dark. But that is so weird that it did that. Like, my skin did not look bad, but I can't believe it did that. Before we set anything, let's go in with some cream bronzer. I'm so excited. These are the Fenty Beauty cream bronzers. I have two shades. I have Butter Biscuit and Macchiato. Macchiato is a little bit more of like a warmer like bronzer. I legit can't function without like nails on. So this is what Macchiato looks like. This is what Biscuit looks like. So I think I'm going to take Butter Biscuit. I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty 125 brush. Pretty creamy, pigmented. I like it. It's blending really nicely into the skin. My jawline. It looks really nice on the skin. Like, it blended really, really nice. I would typically go in with my sponge and like pick up any excess product, but that's not gonna happen. So that's what it looks like. I think it looks really nice. My nose looks horrible. Like, let me try and take the butt of the beauty blender on my nose, because my nose just looks horrible. It honestly might be the Tatcha primer. Oh, look! I don't know if it's a Tatcha primer. I need to go wet a different sponge. I truthfully don't think it's the Tatcha primer, just because I didn't apply the Tatcha primer underneath my eyes and I didn't apply it over here, and that's what kept happening. So I'm going to go in with my Dose of Color sponge and just see. Yeah, like, this isn't picking any of it up. You know what I'm saying? It's not picking up any like product. I'm going to apply a little bit more foundation on my nose, just because it just, the beauty blender like really destroyed my makeup. I'm like a little upset about it. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the beauty blender still with like other foundations. Maybe it's just not agreeing with this foundation. I have dog hair on my face. So let's go ahead and just do some blush real quick before we set, because I have the cream blushes by Fenty Beauty. I have Petal Popping, Summertime Wine, Crush on Cupid, Daiquiri Dip, Strawberry Drip, and Fuego Flush. I think I'm going to go in with Strawberry Drip. And now I think I want a dome brush. Like, this is a Smith 130 brush. This is technically a foundation brush, but I think I just want to go in with it. Like, I need a tightly densed brush. So this is what it looks like when you blend it out. So I'm going to show you what I do if it's too bright. So like, I'll go in with Strawberry Drip, which is really beautiful. It's a really beautiful shade. And I'm just going to go on the apples of my cheeks. So you guys can like totally tell it's super bright. It's pretty pigmented for a cream blush, but it's beautiful. I like the sheen that it's giving me. It's blending nicely into the skin. It's not picking up the foundation or the concealer. So what I'll usually do is, like, on this side, I'll go in. So I'll usually just take my sponge and I'll go over it, right? And it gives you such a beautiful flush color. Like, you just look beautiful. So you look like you have like a really beautiful flush color. But blush is one of the first things that fades on your face. So I always go in with a heavier hand of blush. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit more. Right on the apples, and I like taking it like a little bit like in towards my nose. I think it looks pretty. I don't like taking blush on my nose. I don't like the way that it looks. I find that when I put blush on my nose, since I have a larger and wider nose, I feel like it makes it a little bit more pronounced. So now I'm going to go in with Fuego Flush, because if this is too much for you, I mean, it will obviously like settle down once you put powders and stuff, but I go in with Fuego Flush, and what this just does, like I'll show you in the back of my hand, it just kind of mutes the blush. So I'm just going to take this and just pop it right here, and it just kind of like mutes it. It might look a little cray-cray at first because like you're applying so much blush, but it just settles the blush color down, in my opinion. And then you just go back in with your sponge. I do this just to pick up any excess product, and it looks beautiful. That looks so pretty. That looks very, very pretty. I'm going to take my Huda Beauty powder, blend out just up here. I don't want to touch the rest of my face. It might be that Tatcha primer, but I've used it a few times and I didn't have that problem. Maybe it was the other primer that I used with it. I'm not too sure. And we're just going to quickly set here. I'm trying not to bring the powder over here because that's where I applied the blush. I'm not going to apply it around my nose. I'm going to really set my nose. I normally don't put this much powder on my nose, but I feel like I have to. And then to just dust this away, I'm going to pick up a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury powder. And I really like to just push it into the skin. Okay, so I purchased this powder before the sale, and I thought I'd use it. It's the Pat McGrath powder. It's pretty tiny, not gonna lie. Like Charlotte Tilbury, Pat McGrath, pretty tiny. I don't know what the deal is lately. But I'm gonna use this just to set the rest of my face, like on my cheekbones and stuff. Like just lightly set my face. So I'm just gonna swirl my brush in it and just use it to like set the neck and everywhere we put like cream products, because I don't want to be like sticky or anything. It is so hard to film a video and TikTok at the same time. It's like, where am I supposed to be? So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of Seed and Cocoa, and we're going to push this up against my lower. Actually, hold on. We're going to use the Fenty Beauty Liner again. Where is the name of it? Oh, this is Space Cookie. This is the one I want to use. So what I want to do is I'm putting it on my waterline, but I'm not going to put it all the way into the inner corner on my waterline. So we're just going to go about halfway on my waterline. I'm going to take it and drag it underneath my lash line. And then we're going to go ahead and just blend it out a little bit. So obviously, because this has shimmer in it, I find that this is a little bit more creamier than the other one. I find that in Big Truffle is a little bit harder to blend just because that's more of like a matte eyeliner. So I'm taking a little bit of Cocoa and Freckle, and we're gonna like set this. And then I'm gonna take a pencil brush and we're gonna take a little bit of Seed and just really make sure that this is I'm just gonna like sharpen it a little bit. I'm gonna dust it off and throw some mascara on. So the eyes are complete. I really, really like them. I love it so much. So I have so many lip colors here. I'm gonna show you this guy. This is by YSL. I'm not gonna put this one on, but I'm gonna just swatch it for you. Just because I bought it. These liners aren't going anywhere. So this is the YSL Tatouage Couture Velvet Lipstick in the shade 205, and it's like so pretty. So this is what the applicator looks like, and then here's a swatch. Really gorgeous red color. So I'm gonna save this for another video, but I have 4 nudes here. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Actually 5. I'm not getting up. I'm not gonna use the Lawless one because I've already worn that one. I want to use one of the new Lawless ones that I purchased. So I purchased 3 of the new Lawless lipsticks. So this is in the shade Fawn. That's what it looks like. So there's a swatch of it. That's more of like a pinky nude, which is really pretty. They smell like MAC lipsticks. I can't get over it. I think the packaging is really cute, by the way. This is in the shade Wedding Day, which is beautiful. Which looks like that. That's really, really pretty. That's like a mauve nude, really pretty. And then we have Platinum, which I believe this is the lightest one. And I bought this purposely just so I can like lighten it in the center. These are more of like a pinky nude, by the way. So that's Platinum. This is the Natasha Denona lipstick, the I Need a Nude lipstick, and it's in the shade Michelle. It's really, really pretty. It's 12 NB Michelle. So this is what the packaging looks like. And I already swatched this one, so this might be the winner. So that's what I Need a Nude Michelle looks like. I'm doing it. Maybe I'll put a little bit of platinum in the center to make my lips look a little bit more plump. So I'm going to go in with the KKW lip liner. I've been using it Nude 1.5 recently, and I love it. 1.5. I'm going to go in with Michelle. Ooh, that's so pretty. I feel like it's trying to smell like candy. Oh, that's so pretty. That is a really pretty shade. I'm going to take Platinum. Let's see what it looks like, just like in the center. Even though it's a little bit more pinky, let's see what it looks like. Didn't really do much. That completes this video. I liked everything that I purchased. I'm very annoyed about the beauty blender situation. That's not okay. Because it's a $45 thing, and like if every single one of these beauty blenders is like that, that's a little annoying. So I'm gonna try these again with a different primer and like my go-to primer, my go-to foundation. I really love the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. I think they blend it out really nicely. They look beautiful. The eyeliners from Fenty Beauty are really nice. I might order a few more shades while the sale is still going on, just because I think they're $20 or $22 each, which I don't think is bad, but a little money off wouldn't hurt. And they have some pretty fun colors like purples and blues and yellows, so maybe I'll just pick up like some fun colors in these. And then I really, really, really love these Touch and Soul eyeshadows. I think they're amazing. They're like the pressed pigments. They're beautiful. I will let you guys know if I like the Nars Climax mascara. I used the sample size the last 3 days and I liked it, so I ended up picking up a full-sized one, but I will let you know. I feel like it didn't make my lower lashes as like spiky and spidery as I would like them to, but I'll let you know. And I'll let you know if it like runs on my lower lash, like on my under eye as well, because I've been having some lower mascara issues. The cream bronzers, they blend out really, really beautifully. I'm not gonna like talk too much about these. I love the blushes. I love the formula. I mentioned in my last video that I didn't like the size. I just think that they're really tiny. I think they could have made these like $15 or $18. You know what I'm saying? Because the size is pretty small. But I mean, if you're not gonna go through like a full blush, then I can understand why they made it this tiny. But the bronzers are really nice. The formulas are pretty similar. They're not sticky. They're not tacky. They're not goopy. They blend out really easily. They blend out very seamlessly. They like really blend into the skin really nicely. I literally forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video, but if you guys saw the balm that I had on my lips, like my lips were looking a little bit like plumpy and, you know, like jutesy because I had this guy on it. This is the Akash Lip Glaze. I purchased this online and I really, really like it. I like the applicator of it. Like the stainless steel like cooling applicator, so it feels really nice on your lips. I wore this pretty much all morning and it's a little bit thick, but I don't mind it. It's not like thick sticky, but it's a little bit, it's really nice. It's really nice. I'm gonna let you guys know how I feel about that as well. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. A lot of the other purchases that I got were skincare. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I will also link my Sephora recommendations video and my Sephora haul down below so you guys can check that out as well. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye. Bye-bye.